And joining me now is the Congress's media in charge. Pawan Khera joins me. Appreciate your joining us, Mr. Khera. It's now, what, 3 days since the Haryana debacle, if I may use that word, for the Congress. Are you now accepting the fact that you need to introspect rather than blame the EVMs, which was your first reaction when you lost on Tuesday?
Rajdeep, it cannot ever be an either-or situation. The problems that you are talking about, which we should introspect about within the party, of course that should happen and that will happen and that is happening. Does not mean that we ignore something as vital and critical to an election as the EVM, which now today as we speak we've already sent 20 constituencies where clear, stark, brazen anomalies were visible, recorded by our candidates. That needs to be, the Election Commission needs to be apprised of that. Does not mean that we just choose to introspect and do not choose to completely ignore the EVM issue. No, I'm sorry, that can't happen. Both need to be done, and both are being done.
So you're saying that you will continue to pursue your claim that there was something, that there was some malfunctioning in the EVMs or something happened with certain EVMs that put you back. But the question arises that surely, Pawan Khera, you need to also recognize that the moment you blame EVMs, there will be those who are out there saying the Congress is a sore loser, that you're not willing to accept that maybe some of your strategies, your Hudda-centric strategy, your ground game, the booth-level organization needed, all of that went wrong, that the Congress is being a sore loser, not confronting the reality that you lost a winning election.
This is, Rajdeep, this is a very clear example of argument by intimidation. You intimidate the other side. Oh, since you pointed questions at the EVM, oh, you are a sore loser. Most of us will sit quiet, silent, don't want to be blamed, don't want to be labeled as sore losers. But no, I'm sorry. One has to catch the bull by its horns. There comes a time in life, and this is the clear example where, in the Lok Sabha election, Rajnandgaon Lok Sabha seat, Mr. Bhupesh Baghel kept talking about these 99% battery machines. And we were trying to grapple with it. We were trying to understand what is he even saying. And now we now realize what he was saying. So because seat after seat in his parliamentary segment, machine after machine, showing 99% battery after the battery should be consumed because the battery was used on the entire day of polling. And after that, the battery is still 99%. It's unthinkable, impossible, completely impossible.
No, I've been speaking to EC officials, both present as well as past, and they believe that they do not think it is possible to infiltrate the machine. They say there are enough people on the ground, including of all the parties represented. They are there monitoring those machines. They are claiming that there is no way that a particular machine in a specific area, since it is not connected to a wider system, can be infiltrated in the manner that the Congress party is suggesting.
Look, we are questioning the EC on technical grounds. We demand answers on technical grounds. No speculations in answers, just as there have been no speculations in our questions. We've given them our recorded evidence of 99% battery. We want to understand how. We've also spoken to experts who are technical experts. They understand how a battery, alkaline battery functions. We've also taken advice from experts. Now we demand answers, and the EC, instead of acting like a touch-me-not, should come up with answers, because at the end of the day, the faith of every single voter is important on the electoral process.
No, the faith is important, but you see the worry, of course, then, and I don't, the Congress is supposed to have had a meeting yesterday chaired by your party president, Mallikarjun Kharge. You did not involve local leaders of Haryana in that. Is there going to be this parallel issue of accountability, that if, as is being alluded by some, that tickets were monopolized by specific individuals, that there are even allegations that some of your own party men are making ki ticket bechi gayi, is what some of those who didn't get tickets have alleged. Will all those allegations be looked at the way the campaign was managed? Will it be looked at or not?
Rajdeep, you and I have seen enough elections. We know how people respond when we win. You know how people respond when we lose. But having said that, whatever were the shortcomings in our campaign, whatever were the shortcomings in the way we fought the election, of course they will be looked at. I mean, मुझे जुकाम भी है और मेरा पाँव भी दर्द है, तो आप कहेंगे साहब जुकाम को इग्नोर करो, सिर्फ पाँव दर्द को देखो, ऐसा तो नहीं हो सकता ना. तो ईसी भी जाएंगे और हमारे भीतर हमें क्या सुधार करने वो भी करेंगे.
You know, because there is a sense that the problem with the Congress is that accountability and responsibility is never fixed. And therefore, some people get away time and again with mismanaging an election. Will there be accountability? We were told Rahul Gandhi in particular was extremely angry with the fact that there are individuals who he claimed who had put their personal interests above that of the party. Now, those are all fine words. Will that lead to action? You've got 5 weeks to a Maharashtra election. Will the Congress now
Rajdeep,
ensure accountability?
I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened in the meeting. I was not there, so I can't comment on what went on in that room, in that meeting. Having said that, you are talking about lack of accountability in a party whose president, Mr. Rahul Gandhi, resigned after the 2019 debacle. Don't forget that. And here is the party called the BJP, where the Prime Minister was in so much of a rush to become the Prime Minister again that he did not even consider it proper or correct to go through the BJP, get himself elected as the legislative party, parliamentary party leader and then go to the NDA. No, he just short-circuited the BJP, went straight to the NDA, got himself elected as the leader of NDA. How? So don't talk about accountability. When you come to comparing our party with the BJP, you will see we are far more accountable, answerable, introspective, not arrogant. And, you know, Lok Sabha election, Rajdeep, 2024 was fought in the name of Mr. Narendra Modi. What happened in Haryana? This Vidhan Sabha election was fought in the name of Naib Singh Saini. How can Modi consider this as his victory and not Naib Singh Saini's victory? And how can Modi not consider Lok Sabha results of Haryana as his defeat?
But would you concede, Pawan Khera, that all of this has given the BJP the momentum going into Maharashtra, that while you grapple with, while you introspect, while you claim that you want to know technically what, according to you, is a malfunctioning EVM, are you accepting that the momentum now going into Maharashtra and Jharkhand, likely in November now, is with the BJP? So the tables have turned after the Lok Sabha?
No, that's a dream which BJP can go on seeing and go on trying to convince people that the momentum is in their favor. Having said that, the list of people in Jharkhand and Maharashtra who want to join the Congress and NCP and Shiv Sena, the original Shiv Sena of ours, is long and increasing. Every day we are getting requests, people from the BJP wanting to join these three Mahagadi. Why?
You see, you're claiming that, but we saw the same thing in Haryana. People lining up outside Bhupinder Singh Hooda's house wanting a Congress ticket. Eventually, those who didn't get tickets turned out to be rebels. It comes down to organization. The BJP tells me, I was speaking to the BJP state in charge, Satish Punia, 2 days ago. He said, just a minute, he said, Sangathan ki jeet hai. Are you willing to concede that that is your big Achilles heel, and can you fix it in time for Maharashtra to get your Sangathan, your organization working smoothly?
No. Rajdeep, you cannot generalize all the states just looking at Haryana. Perhaps we had organizational deficiency in Haryana, whereas in Maharashtra, we are a party which came number 1 in the Lok Sabha elections. So you know how many seats we got there. So you cannot compare Haryana with Maharashtra. Our organization is pretty strong there. Our block level, booth level, every level, we have a very strong presence of our cadre, which is very enthused. And perhaps Haryana has also acted as a wake-up call, even if they were not so aware and alert. Now they are alert, more alert than they should be.
Okay, so let me ask you in conclusion, the one thing, the biggest lesson you've learned from Haryana that you promised that you will not replicate in Maharashtra. What will the Congress do in Maharashtra that you didn't do or you got wrong in Haryana? If there's one lesson, big lesson, apart from the EVM controversy, which will play itself out.
Fair. We should stop watching television. All those people all of us who are in politics going in for an election should just switch our televisions off.
Why is that? Why is that, Pawan Khera? Why do you
Television always misleads. It misleads you into believing. Television misleads you into believing that you're winning or believing that you're losing. And
so
both
you're now
times it's wrong.
blaming television for
As,
your overconfidence.
election after
Pawan
election.
Khera is blaming television for the overconfidence
No, it's not.
You are blaming pollsters and media persons who predicted a Congress win for your overconfidence on the ground.
No, we never take you guys seriously. I'm sorry to say that to your face.
Okay.
And I'm just conveying this same message to all our workers also. Do not take television, pollsters, anything seriously. Just take your own effort, your own hard work, your sincerity, your feet on the ground. That's what it needs to be taken seriously. Nothing else matters.
Okay. Strong words from you, Pawan Khera. I appreciate you joining me and giving us a sense of where the Congress stands 72 days after the Haryana elections. Thank you so much for joining me.